So I'm not sure if you guys have seen this movie, The Best Christmas Pageant Ever, yet or not, but it is a must-see. I saw it as a child, grew up watching it, and it's my favorite, and it is in theaters now, and it is just pull at your heartstrings, heartwarming, all around an amazing movie, and I highly recommend you go see it. All right, so tonight is our holiday party at church, and it's tacky Christmas sweater theme. Here's Mike and I with Santa and Mrs. Claus. We had a really great time and a great turnout with our church family. All right, so here are a few of my latest watercolor paintings. These are bigger than the cards, obviously. They're kind of frameable art. I've been following this other artist, and she's so inspiring, and she came up with the polar bear and fox, and then I came up with the penguin. I have a lot of people tell me that they've considered watercolor. Well, stop considering it and just do it. It's so much fun, and you just feel really accomplished whenever you complete one. So it has been a rather slow week. I know I say that a lot, but there's just not been much happening. It's been cold. I'm outside right now and it's cold, but I came out to show you something that Mike did. We never really have taken you guys in our big barn much. I know on Flipping the Farm, we may have shown you a little bit here and there in the big barn, but for the most part, we've kept you out of here because it's just a big junk pile. But Mike got out here a couple of days ago and cleaned up a whole lot. I'm gonna turn the camera around real quick. Anyways, he cleaned up a whole lot. I'm not gonna pan around this way because like I said, it's just a junk pile and it's embarrassingly bad. But we have these cattle panels that used to be out here, and we've saved them. We have sold a lot, but we're hanging on to these for future animals, maybe, hopefully someday. But the goal is to just get this whole place cleaned up and cleaned out and utilize it properly. All right, so moving on now. This week, have painted a lot of Christmas cards and Christmas paintings and just fun things, and they're like doing really well on TikTok. I know that doesn't mean a lot to anyone else, but it's exciting to me. I just came from Curry and Braden's. I made a little shelf for like Greenlee's monitor camera to sit on. So just mounted that for them. We've got a bed that we're gonna be making for Bodie. I may have mentioned that last week. It was supposed to happen this week, but other life events happened. Nothing major, just the bed didn't happen. Mike had office work and different things to do. So that's gonna happen on Monday, and we will be showing you that. Sorry, I'm going back in the house where it's warm. Been making a lot of sourdough lately. It's funny because when you make sourdough, you know, they tell you that your starter has to be at its peak to make your best bread ever. Well, let me just tell you a little something. I had fed my starter and it had risen way up high, and then it sunk down. And I was like, you know what? I'm just trying it anyways. And I made bread, 2 loaves with that starter that was down. It was like it had been down for about a day. It was the best bread I've ever made. Seriously, I'm gonna show you how great it turned out. Look at this. Yeah, super good. And so, you know, there's so many confusing and conflicting things out there about sourdough. And I always just like to say, just go for it. Try it out. You don't have to be so precise about everything, I promise. I've thrown one loaf of dough, one batch of dough away ever in my sourdough making. I've always baked my loaves except for that one because it had way overproofed and it was just a sticky mess. But don't be scared. Just try it if you've been wanting to. You can't mess it up. You really can't. I've just been making it and using my starter no matter what, and every loaf turns out very edible and delicious, some better than others, but I don't care as long as I have sourdough. All right, so guys, I want to tell you about one more exciting thing. So, you know, Mike and I bowl this league together, and last night was our league, and I bowled my highest game ever. My highest game ever before last night was 203. And I happened to beat Mike whenever I bowled that 203, and that was like 15 or 20 years ago, just for fun. But last night I bowled a 204 and I was so excited, and he was really excited for me and proud of me. So that was a lot of fun, and I'm really enjoying this bowling thing more than I thought I would, even though it was my idea to join the league with him. But anyways, just had to share that with you. So I hear Mike out here working. I'm gonna go check out what he's doing. Looks like he's working on the trailer, making some modifications to it and fixing it. We're going to be using this to haul things back from his mother's house over Christmas. So just got to get it prepped and ready to hit the road. I think it needed some new hooks put on, the chains. Those chains were way too long, just stuff like that. So he's using the grinder to cut that down and put a new chain hook on it, and then there are a few other little things he's going to be working on and doing to get it ready to go. So Mike has a men's poker night Christmas party tonight, and so they're supposed to be bringing food, and we're cheating, doing something very simple. I'm sure this is not anything new under the sun, but I usually get the home style or traditional meatballs from Walmart, but he got these, maybe they didn't have those, so he got Italian meatballs and barbecue sauce. This is definitely not on his diet, but he's not the only one that's going to be eating it. So this is a really quick and easy thing to take to parties. I'm sure most of you know this or have seen this or heard of this before. Easy peasy. Pour your meatballs in, and then favorite barbecue sauce. Kind of wondering how this combination is going to be. Sweet and spicy with Italian. I'm sure it'll be just fine. Smells good, that's for sure. And then I'm just gonna add a little water to keep those from drying out. And I'm just gonna put them on warm, keep warm, because it's several hours until he needs to leave. And then we can turn them up right near the end just to really get them heated. Something that I actually have been working really hard at this week is just getting all my inventory restocked for the bowling alley on Saturday. I'm going to be setting up. I get to sell there again this Saturday, and I'll be selling tumblers, tea towels, my hand-painted Christmas cards, jewelry, and a few other items. So wish me luck. I hope I do great. It's always great to have a little extra Christmas cash this time of year. But anyways, I hope you guys have a great weekend, and thanks so much for watching. If you're new here, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share. Thanks again.